Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mommy. Happy birthday to you.
This week is a special week, and I'm particularly happy because this week is Mom's birthday. At the beginning of the year, I wasn't sure that we'd make it to this day and still have her with us. And so the fact that she is absolutely huge, and I'm just so happy and so thankful. You see, starting from when I was very young, I really only largely focused on my own birthday, not really even knowing when my mom's birthday was. It was always about the presents and the friends and the parties, which my parents loved throwing for me and getting me, and they never asked for anything in return, and never really made a big deal of their own birthdays at all, giving me all the attention and never once reminding me that it was their birthday coming up. So I went years, literally well into my adulthood years, before I started remembering what day my mom's birthday was. Looking back now, I really wish I had made more of an effort to remember Mom's birthday and really celebrate it whenever it came around. She was never one to really go and celebrate herself, instead being content just staying at home, preferring just to spend time with family. Every time we'd ask her where she wanted to go celebrate and get dinner together, she'd always respond with Soup Plantation, always preferring to go somewhere that was cheaper for us and quicker just in case we had to get back to anything we had to do. She would always tell me just how grateful she was and how thankful she was as she scooped her salad in line. And when we go back to get refills together, she'd love to get the cornbread and the big chunk chicken noodle soup. Mom was just never one to really ask for very much. She was perfectly content just spending time with family, with the highlight of her birthday dinners just stealing bites of my brother's seasoned baked potato, and just sitting and eating and laughing together as a family. Thinking back on those times now, I wish with all my heart that I had paid more attention, wishing I hadn't waited so long to really begin celebrating my mom's life with her while she was still healthy. Even when it came to her health, for much of my life I had just taken it for granted that she was just going to be around, not really paying any attention to the periods where she got sick or when she wasn't feeling well. I remember once when I was in college, Mom needing to go to the hospital for some reason. After some checkups with the doctors, she ended up needing surgery for a reason that I didn't even know, and when I asked her about it, she just told me not to worry, comforting me that everything was going to be okay. After she came home, I remember she needed to stay in bed for a while and she needed to be tended to, which my dad took care of. And really just taking her word for it that everything was going to be okay, I didn't ask much more about it except to see how she was feeling every day. Again, I really wish that I had paid more attention. I wish that I would have tried harder to find out what she was going through and made myself more present and available to be there with her and be there for her. She was always that way with me. Always tending to me when I got sick or hurt, always making sure that I was okay. One time, when I was trying to learn how to do front flips by flipping on my bed, I ended up jumping and diving headfirst into the bed, spraining my neck in the process. I remember Mom rushing to my side, making sure I was okay, and then eventually propping me up with a cardboard box because I couldn't lift my head. She drove me straight to the ER, where I got an x-ray and eventually got fitted with a neck brace that I had to wear for 3 months. And during that whole period, Mom would drive me to school, help feed me food because I couldn't lower my head or turn it, and even help me lay down and get up from bed because I couldn't lift or use my neck muscles. There were just so many times that Mom would go so out of her way to make sure that I was being cared for and that I was okay. Spoon feeding me, bathing me, taking me to the doctors, just doing everything she could to make sure I was being cared for. For me, it wasn't really until Mom's dementia had progressed significantly that I started really paying attention to a lot of these things that I had missed, and really just feeling like I had to take advantage and really cherish the times that I have left with her. She always used to tell me about her own mom, who passed in her 50s, who I never got to know, and how much she missed her and how much she wished she had more time with her. And me feeling that exact same way now, I just feel so fortunate that despite the circumstances, that I still have her here with me. And so these days in particular, instead of regretting the times where I didn't remember her birthday, or I didn't take care of her, or I wasn't aware when she was sick, instead of focusing on those missed opportunities, I now focus on the time that I do have left, which makes this time of caring for her and getting ready to celebrate her 63rd birthday together this week just so meaningful. And even though I realize this later than I had hoped and the circumstances aren't what I wish, I know that by giving it my all for her right now, that I will look back in the future without regret and think back on these days with joy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.